Welcome to the complete, and I do mean complete, Dead of the Night handheld solo Easter egg guide. As always, notes will be in the description. I suggest having them up while watching this video. Let's dive right in. As with most Black Ops 4 maps, equip the stiletto knife to the Strife and make sure your Spitfire is well kitted. Perks are pretty flexible on this map. I recommend running Winter's Wail, Quick Revive, Time Slip, and Stamina Up as my modifier. Lethal and Specialist are dealer's choice pretty much. I went with Wraithfire and Chakrams. Temporal Gift and Stock Option are the only two important elixirs to take. ABH can help save you time, and Arsenal Accelerator will be nice during area defense sections. When the game starts, you'll have a split spawn starting either in the west or east gallery. Knife all 6 round 1 zombies, then buy ahead to the balcony, buy out of the second room to get to the grand staircase, and interact with the Sentinel Artifact. During this, you can find the shield board, either in east balcony, grand staircase, or west balcony. All doors you bought on one side are mirrored on the other, so take the music room back to East Gallery and enter Alistair's bedroom. A crystal is hidden in one of 3 vases, either in the hallway, in front of the bed, or in the neighboring trophy room. Kill 4 zombies in close proximity to fill the crystal with souls, then interact and get ready to write something down. Every time you look in a crystal, you'll see an image correlating with one of 3 challenges. I'm going to describe these image hints in the order I encountered them. A perk machine indicates the Nosferatu challenge. Write down which perk you see, either Ra, Zeus, or Odin. After you exit the crystal, take the East Gallery stairs down to the main hall and buy into the wine cellar. You should have perfect money. A crystal is in one of 2 pots, either at the left stairs near the perk machine location, or at the right stairs next to the table. If the perk machine is here, claim the loose change. There are only 4 zombies left in this round, so let them gather up to flip the round and fill the crystal at the same time, interacting. A clock indicates the clock challenge. Write down which clock you see, either small, wood for the wood decals, or mech for the mechanical components. Head up the right wine stairs to the library door. If you haven't gotten a drop yet, you'll be down a few points. Once you have 750, buy into the library and find the last crystal, either at the desk, at the nook in the back, or upstairs in the study. Here in the library is the shield visor, either on this couch, next to the broken shelves, or upstairs in the study. Get 4 more kills to look into the crystal. A painting or random object indicates the ghost challenge. Write down what you see, with the options being hands down, umbrella, black maid, red maid, noose, doll, or will. I'll show where all of these items are in the map in a moment, don't worry. With all challenge targets determined, we will start with the clock challenge. This one is the easiest and it requires no additional purchases. The wood clock is in the main hall, the mechanical clock is in the dining room, and the small clock is in the billiards room. Interact with the clock to start a 40-second countdown. The countdown only progresses while you are inside of the ring. You can safely leave the ring if you must at any time. During the challenge, special possessed zombies will run after you. Make sure to save some normal zombies in the round to keep things calm. On completion, the clock will open and reveal a tuning fork. Pick it up. Next is the Ghost Challenge. The painting or object you jotted down earlier needs to be located and interacted with. Here are the locations of all 7 items. The hands down painting is in the music room. The umbrella painting is in the smoking room. The black maid painting is in the tea room at West Gallery. The red maid painting is in the East Gallery. The noose is in the cellar. The will is in the study. And the doll is in the entrance hall. Interact to release a spirit. This spirit needs to be followed around the map until it eventually settles and resides in an object. If the spirit passes through any zombies, they will take on a ghostly burn and die shortly after. There's a chance that you don't yet have the funds to buy all of the necessary doors. If that's the case, just flip the round and buy when you can. Once the ghost has settled, a second tuning fork will be yours for the taking. If you haven't already, flip the round to 4. Farm it up, then leave a couple of zombies in the round. Across from the library, buy into the dining room and find the shield slide, either on the chair in the hall, under the light at the bar, or in front of the door to the greenhouse. The third and final crystal challenge is the Nosferatu challenge. The challenge will automatically trigger upon reaching the teased perk machine in one of 2 locations, either the mausoleum in the cemetery or the gardens beyond the greenhouse terrace. To best determine which location is hosting the perk machine, buy to the greenhouse terrace and jump peek the perk in the gardens. If it matches the hint you received, buy into the gardens, otherwise pivot to the cemetery. When you get close, your vision will flare and Nosferatu will begin to fly in and transform. There are about 8 or so that will spawn, and upon eliminating the last one, the final tuning fork will drop. With all crystal challenges done and all tuning forks acquired, we are going to hold off on using them and instead work to acquire Alistair's Folly. This wonder weapon is available either from the mystery box or by completing a pretty simple side Easter egg. Alistair's Folly can be seen in the library locked behind a passcode. 4 colors each with 4 possible symbols. We need to find these symbols written on walls around the map. Here are all 16 possible locations. The red symbol is found within the manor. It can be at the top of the east stairs, in the master bedroom above the fireplace, in the wine cellar beyond a window, or in the dining room behind the bar. The green symbol is found in the gardens. It can be across from the fountain just before the gardens, in the gazebo, on the house to the left of the perk machine, or on the path to the right of the perk machine. The blue symbol is found in the cemetery. It can be on a tombstone at the right stairs, on a building to the right of the mausoleum, on the lion statue in the back left beyond the mausoleum, or on a tombstone towards the front by the crafting bench. The yellow symbol is found at the terrace. It can be on the wall next to the GKS, the path next to the GKS, the path next to the Bowie knife, or the wall next to the Bowie knife. Write down each symbol as you find it. If you have 3 of the 4 symbols known, you could attempt to guess the 4th symbol, which is actually what I did on this run. I had discovered red Z at stairs, green A at left side perk, yellow A at Bowie wall, and I simply started spinning blue. I happened to look at the case, and it opened right in front of me. Before we start work on upgrading Alistair's Folly, build the shield in the smoking room and equip it. Next, we need to acquire silver bullets. First, find 3 pieces of silver throughout the manor. You can easily add this to your early game route, but I will lay it out for you now. The candle holder can be found either in the entrance hall, in the billiards room, or in the main hall. The plate will always be in the wine cellar, either atop this cabinet, under this light fixture, or on the nearby table. The cup will either be on the coffee table in the dining room, on the dining room main table, or across the manor in the hallway leading to the library. Once you have all 3 silvers, bring them to the bench in the wine cellar and smelt them down, claiming the liquid silver. We now need to add gunpowder, once again comprised of 3 parts. The charcoal is in front of a fireplace, either in the main hall, in the billiards room, or in the bedroom. The sulfur is in the greenhouse, either to the right of the entrance, the left of the entrance, or at the back across from a crafting bench. The poop, yes poop, is in the cemetery, either along the front wall, right next to the left side stairs, or at a tree near the right side stairs. Bring all 3 parts to the library to craft silver bullets. Make sure to have your Spitfire out, then interact to equip the bullets permanently. Before you leave, take out the shield and bash this bookcase, revealing a hidden room. Claim the part inside to start working on the Chaos Theory, the upgraded Alistair's Folly. Head to the forest terrace and place the tuning forks to unlock the forest. A werewolf will subsequently spawn. Once he lands, eliminate him with your silver bullets weapon. A kill in this manner will make him drop prima material for you to pick up. Bring that material to the greenhouse. Place it in this furnace device and wait for it to cook. Grab it from the side receptacle, then interact with the nearby crafting bench to upgrade to the Chaos Theory. The Chaos Theory charge shot now has 2 variants, Tornado and Mesmerize. We are now able to start the final 3 quests. Before we do so, run around the manor and interact with the 3 crystals again, revealing new images. A knight's helm, a stick effigy, and a telescope. We will start with the telescope. Run through the library up to the cemetery path and shoot a newly emerged pole at the top of the mausoleum. This will cause a beam to fire towards the manor and into the main hall. Head to the north bridge, aka spawn, and run past these 3 boxes, exposing 3 wheels. You will need to rotate these wheels to align the sphere in the middle with the green, blue, and red beams. There is a way to guarantee success every time, and I will show it to you now. We will do the following pattern twice. Spin the middle wheel until the green beam is aligned, spin the left wheel until the blue beam is aligned, then spin the right wheel until the red beam is aligned. After doing this once, simply do it again. Align middle for green, align left for blue, align right for red. This will perfectly align the lights, destroying the statue in the center. Next, we must search various rooms for scratch marks and symbols. In a given room, there is the chance for a symbol to spawn, with scratch marks appearing across 3 different locations. We must add up all the scratch marks, assigning the count to the found symbol. There is a chance that one or multiple of these scratch marks are missing. Those will add 0 to the count. All possible rooms are. The billiards room symbol is under the chessboard. It has scratches next to the far bookshelf, under the go board, and above the hutch. I call this symbol 70, and we have a scratch count of 7. The library symbol is in the broken case left of Alistair's Folly. It has scratches at the dinosaur left foot, above the window in the nook, and on the big white box. I call this symbol 69, and we have a scratch count of 15. The main hall symbol is next to the west stairs. It has scratches at the grand staircase statue, in the top left corner of the north atrium, and above the east side main hall fireplace. I call this symbol Devil, and we have a scratch count of 9. The trophy room symbol is to the right of the trophy cabinet. It has scratches on the trophy room fireplace, the master bedroom nightstand, and through the window above the bathtub. I call this symbol IUD, and we have a scratch count of 15. The next 3 are the rooms I got in this run. The entrance hall symbol is under the table left of the perk machine. It has scratches on the shield, on the corner across from the portal, and above the painting. I call this symbol IUD, and it has a count of 7. The wine cellar symbol is on the wine rack near the perk spawn. It has scratches atop a barrel by the crafting bench, on the big barrel at the right stairs, and at the plate spawn cabinet. I call this symbol Devil, and it has a count of 9. The dining room symbol is on the corner of the terrace door. It has scratches on the dining table, on the wall above the flipped tables, and on the ceiling above the coffee table. I call this symbol Omega, and it has a count of 11. Head to the greenhouse. Upstairs at the telescope is a ring of symbols. We need to input the 3 symbols we found in order from least scratches to most. Interact with the ring to spin it, and melee to confirm your selection. If correct, bells will sound. If incorrect, the scratches will be reset, and you will have to find all 3 symbols and counts again, potentially in different rooms. You don't have to flip the round if this happens. Once the telescope is in place, take out your shield and interact with the dome crank. Spin until it stops, then melee to lock it in place. Head down to the lower level and buy the electrical trap native to the greenhouse. Run through it with your shield out to carry the electricity. Melee the telescope to complete this part. Down below, a pod will open, exposing a talisman inside. Hold interact to initialize the talisman, starting a self-defense challenge. You'll be locked inside the greenhouse. I recommend popping Arsenal Accelerator and using your specialist weapon at the start to protect yourself from the horde. This challenge ends once you have eliminated 4 werewolves. A good strat is to fire 1 charged Chaos Theory shot at the wolf, then finish it off either with Chaos Theory singles or by swapping to the Spitfire. Take your time and keep aware of your surroundings. Once the 4th wolf falls, the screen will flash white. Interact with the talisman to claim it and be rewarded with a max ammo. 1 down, 2 to go. It's after this quest that you should have a decent chunk of change, so take the time now and throughout this next section to pick up all of your perks. Before we can perform the next 2 quests, however, we must upgrade the Chaos Theory to Alistair's Annihilator. First, use the Tornado Charge shot from the Annihilator to eliminate 3 Nosferatu. Doing so in this manner will drop Bile. If you have to go looking for Nosferatu, try the Gardens or the Cemetery. Bring the Bile to this coffin in the cemetery, summoning a Crimson Nosferatu. Eliminate it to claim Primo material yet again. Next, we'll play a quick match 4 game at the stairs. Amongst the lights, there will be 1 lit up with an orange hue. Shoot it with the Chaos Theory, causing it to jump. Shoot it 3 more times without missing to spawn a Nosferatu. While it spawns, charge a Chaos Theory shot and take it out immediately. Otherwise, it flies around the cemetery and gets annoying. Pick up yet another Primo material, then make your way to the forest. Across the forest are 3 mounds of mushrooms. I've heard a few different interpretations of this step. Here's what I experienced. Using the Mesmerize charged shot, hit a zombie directly with the Chaos Theory while they are standing above a mushroom pile. If you fire a tornado instead, tough luck. The Mesmerize will cause the zombie to dig in the mushrooms, revealing a new piece for the Annihilator. There is the chance that you may have to try multiple mushroom dig sites. At this point, head to the greenhouse. Cook both Prima materials in the furnace to convert them into parts, then build Alistair's Annihilator at the bench on the opposite side. This adds 2 more charged shots to the weapon. fire, and shrink. Head to the cemetery for the Effigy Quest. There will be 5 trees with leaves swirling around them. Shoot them with Alistair's Annihilator to drop branches. The branches will gather in the middle of the cemetery. Run around and search for the tombstone that matches your character. I play as Christina every game to keep this consistent. Interact with the tombstone to enter spirit mode, then run to the branches. Fire charged Annihilator shots until the fire effect comes out in front of the effigy. Interact to tie yourself to the effigy. With the fire effect out, you'll be dragged underground, starting part 2. You'll reappear in the cemetery as a ghost. Run to the portal beyond the mausoleum to fast travel back to the manor. You now need to search for another ghost that resides somewhere in the manor. My plan is to hug every wall as you complete a lap upstairs and then another lap downstairs. The ghost will appear from beyond a window, indicated by a voice line from your character. I recommend having subtitles on for this reason. Once the ghost has appeared, stick close to it to guide it back to the cemetery and the effigy. It will burn up at the effigy, dropping another talisman. Hold interact to start another self-defense session. Once again, survive the horde and kill 4 werewolves to complete the challenge. Interact with the talisman to complete quest 2 and claim a max ammo. Head to the library for the night quest, making sure you have the shield and a fire core. Fire cores enable traps, and there are 3 spread across 14 different locations. Here's a quick rundown of where they are. The cemetery fire core is either at Cemetery Path, along the front wall, on the mausoleum steps, or behind the mausoleum. The garden's fire core is either at the garden's entrance, at the garden's gazebo, at the Chaos Theory greenhouse bench, or by the Alistair's Annihilator greenhouse bench. The manor fire core is either in the trophy room, in the music room, in the smoking room, in the main hall, in the wine cellar, or in the dining room. Install a fire core at the library entrance trap. Purchase the trap, fire a charged Annihilator shot, then run through the now blue flames with your shield. The shield isn't supposed to jiggle this fast. I'm not sure what happened here. We now need to light 3 sets of 4 fireplaces each to receive special gems. The sets can be done in any order, but the fireplaces within a set have to be in a specific order. You will melee with the shield to light the logs. Set 1 is smoking room, library right, library left, and billiards. On success, a gem will drop. Interact to pick it up. You'll likely have to rebuy the trap for each set you do. Activate, shoot, and run through. Set 2 is Main Hall East, East Gallery, Main Hall West, West Gallery. On success, another gem will drop. Interact to pick it up. Return to library, activate, shoot, run through. Set 3 is Trophy Room, Master Bedroom, Music Room, and Dining Room. With all 3 gems obtained, interact with the 3 knights around the map. Knight 1 is in the gardens. The knight's spirit will imbue the gem, walk near it to guide it towards the manor. If you run, the gem will fall behind and eventually give up. Knight 2 is just beyond the dining room, across from the left wine stairs. Interact to place the gem, then run away. We're gonna go get Knight 3, and there's no point in dragging the first 2 with us. Knight 3 is in the cemetery, early on the right side. Drag the gem back to the main hall, link up with 1 and 2, and bring them all out front to the forest. There will be 3 symbols on the ground. Walk over each one to freeze its gem in place. Once all 3 are in place, the knights will rebuild. You now need to kill zombies at each knight to farm souls. Once filled, the knight will break down, move a little closer to Pack-a-Punch, and rebuild, requiring more souls. This will take about 2 full rounds. During this, feel free to pack and repack your weapon. Once all 3 knights are down low, you must eliminate a werewolf inside of the triangle that they form. It does have to be directly inside. On the edge won't count. On kill, the werewolf's soul will be taken, and the knights will transform into the 3rd and final talisman. Interact to start the final self-defense portion. Survive the horde, then eliminate 4 werewolves. Interact with the talisman to claim it, and retrieve your max ammo. Before heading to the boss fight, make sure your shield is equipped with good health, you have all perks, and your weapon is repacked to your liking. In my opinion, Brain Rot and Kilowatt are the best ammo mods you can get. At the cave in the forest, hold interact to be teleported to the Shadow Werewolf boss fight. This one is pretty simple. I'd say it's comparable to Blood of the Dead's Warden fight. Full charge shots from Alistair's Annihilator to defend yourself. In phase 1, 3 statues will emit beams of light. On the ground, there will be a green zone. You must interact with the statues, rotating them until the light beam points at the green zone, and the color changes from white to green. The statues always rotate in the same direction and manner, no need to fiddle with left or right. Once all three are green, enter the rectangle. The Shadow Werewolf will follow you underground and then be locked inside the green zone. Fire a charged Annihilator shot to defend yourself, then swap to the Spitfire and pump damage into the crit spot on the chest. It's entirely possible you pass phase 1 in just one cycle. If not, a new green rectangle will spawn and you'll have to repeat. Phase 2 is an even simpler wave survival. This wave will consist of elemental zombies and the occasional Crimson Nosferatu. The Annihilator is great for this. I believe twice during this round, a weaker werewolf will join the fight. I recommend using the Spitfire to burst them down. You'll know phase 2 is complete when there's a lull in the round and the max ammo and Carpenter drops refresh. Phase 3 is pretty much a rehash of phase 1 with 2 increased difficulties which we can take care of easily. Added challenge 1 is that the green zone starts out invisible. To locate it, walk around the arena in a circle, interacting with each statue until one of them turns green. Upon the first statue being correctly oriented, the entire green zone will reveal itself. Added challenge 2 is that the Shadow Werewolf has increased health for this final phase. As you align the last statue, swap to your Spitfire to activate the stock option Elixir. This Elixir does not work on wonder weapons, thus you can't activate it with one held. Kite the Shadow Werewolf into the zone again, fire a defensive Annihilator shot, then pump the damage. If done correctly, you can complete this phase in just a single cycle. Like phase 1, an incomplete kill will just have you perform the task again. For reference, my first completion required 4 phase 3 cycles and almost running out of ammo, while this completion was one and done. And there you have it. Trial by Ordeal on Dead of the Night, completed solo with an in-game time of 1 hour and 5 minutes. Thank you for watching this video. Look out for my next poll regarding which Easter egg to cover next. I'll also be trying to cover some of the Black Ops 6 multiplayer coming out at the end of the month. If you liked the video, like the video. If you want to see more of my content, subscribe down below, and as always, you are welcome here, you are valued here. I'll see you next time.